Hello everyone, I am Tacit. Hope all you've been doing well. Today is the Gems of War Guild Wars, week 102, day 1. So, of course, we got Purple Guild War Day today. We have maybe patch, so if I had to guess, probably not patch. I am refreshing the patch page, and I'm currently seeing no patch. However, there's still a chance it happens today. However, realistically, it is next week's Tuesday. But there's still a very small chance it happens today. But you never know, we'll find out. But as it currently stands, there does not appear to be a patch today, which is kind of to be expected. However, next week's Tuesday is almost guaranteed to be a patch at this point. Anyways, of course, our main focus shall be doing the faction event for depths of Obsidian depths, as well as messing around with the Guild Wars. And when I say messing around, I mean messing around, because we're doing a bit of a weird team. Of course, it is Purple Guild War Day today. With that being said, we have a bit of a weird team right here, I believe. Yes. So here we have a, well, it's currently named incorrectly. This is called Purple GW. But, yeah, we have a Zenith team. So I wanted to do this one the days that we end up messing with Geomancer. Particularly Geomancer Zenith, as this is the only day we're probably going to be able to get around with a Zenith. So this is going to score okay. It's probably going to score 9,300 if I had to guess for Guild Wars. But it's a bit of a weird team for Guild Wars. Doesn't really do anything exceedingly well for how Guild Wars works out. Like, we're going to be able to get that skull spam kind of going, but it requires doing a bunch of Stone Slicer first. It's kind of strange. But overall, it should be fine. So we'll see what it does and give it a shot. As this is pretty much the only viable day we could really get away with running Zenith for it. I personally don't feel like it's that good of a Guild War option, but who knows? Maybe it'll surprise us. So we're currently set to 20% into 8 magic, which we actually should change. Oddly enough, we probably want Seasons or Cleanse. I'm tempted to go Cleanse. Like, just a bunch of Cleanse, because we don't have any way to cleanse. So I guess I want to go pure Cleanse here. Let me have a pure magic option. And give us a pure Cleanse option. And we'll pick whichever one seems better at a given moment in time. Right now it seems pure Cleanse. There's also pure Seasons we might end up needing, but we'll go with Cleanse for now and see how it goes. Mostly need it for the Rope Dart in this particular situation. There's nothing else. We'll actually have the mechanic, however that will allow us to unentangle, which will allow Zenith to do even more damage. Anything else we need to tweak? Probably not. Don't believe so. Double check that it is indeed Purple Guild War Day. It is, at least on PC Mobile. Alternatively, we could go Seasons. I feel like we have enough damage pressure where it might not matter. Also, gosh, the stats are low in this particular fight. But yeah, we can go for the Seasons, go for that higher amount of bulk. But then what if we get entangled? Then we have 0 attack. Elementalist, yes. Elementalist would be problematic for this team. Hopefully, no one will be running it, because we can't even run Orpheus against it either. Because Orpheus does nothing against stun, because it stuns the Orpheus metal. It's the only metal that can be stunned. Anyways, let's go do it. See how things go. Anyways, hello everyone! Hope all you've been doing well. Hello Isabel, hello NASA, hello Tyrion, hello Bill. Hello Barbara. Hello Defiant. Hello Gimli. Hello NASA. Hello Roman. Hello Hollywood. Hello Ricardo. Hello Dwight, and thank you for that. Hello Nightmare. Hello Cookie. Hello Jose. Hello Draco. Hello Sushi Ninja. And hello everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I had a joy of Guild War. As he says jokingly. Okay, what do we even need here? He has blue to yellow, which is not going to do much, and purple to yellow, which will do a lot, mostly because we need the color. So we'll do that, let him do his thing. So he still has blue to yellow, purple to yellow, both of which are just mildly annoying at this current moment in time. Neither of which are particularly good for him. So we're just going to get Stone Slicer rolling, and then we kind of win. So he'll do his little convert there. He will get a bit of mana, but we're in a decent enough position where it should not really matter. We're going to start pressuring his Rope Dart, as Rope Dart's annoying. Just going to start dealing with that immediately. See if we can get some Gargoyle Gems rolling here. Might be time to go throw down the Zenith, but I do kind of want to get Rope Dart killed all the way if we can. I'm going to keep that onto the board. Get that killed all the way, just kind of get the thing there. We'll go throw this down and then throw a billion Doom Skulls, get a billion values as well. And we kind of just win. So we throw down another Blade. Get our mana back. Ideally, it'll fetch a turn. Kill it out all the way. Yeah, freeze is going to be so annoying with this thing, but let's hopefully not find any freeze. Or if it is freeze, just only freeze and not elementalists. Elementals is scary. Like, Frost Mage wouldn't be as big a deal with this team. Oh, no. Okay, so he's running Elementalist. That's exceedingly problematic. Do we even bother running Orpheus? I think we just switch the seasons. Like, what's the play? We could run to Magic 2 and just go Stone Slicer value. Because that's the one thing that we actually use Magic for. Seasons gives us bulk. We already have so much bulk, though. Yeah, what if we get the damage pressure, though? We also have score reduction, so it doesn't really matter. He doesn't have Stealthy, so yeah, we could actually go for the extra Magic here. Yeah, I think we go Magic. The main reason for this is I want a Stone Slicer as hero. And I feel like that will be our best bet in this particular situation. Is the Stone Slicer down and we're good to go? Let's see how it goes. It's the only thing on our entire team that utilizes Magic. However, it uses Magic very, very well. So hello, Imperial. Hello, Clip-Bomb. Welcome, welcome. So right off the bat, he is blue to purple, which we actually need, and yellow to purple, which we also actually need, oddly enough. He's creating a lot of purple, though he is also denying it off the other thing. We're not denying it, but you know, he's using book. So yellow to purple, not that scary right now, because we can just move that over. However, it is scary if he also has an option on the other one, which he doesn't, as long as he doesn't get a good cascade there. So he'll do his little cleanse thingy. His next cast is going to be exceedingly devastating, and we have no way to stop it whatsoever. That's wonderful. We have to take a purple here and hope for blue off the sky, and if we don't get it, we lose. If we do get it, we win. Interesting. How do we want to do this? Because that's the only move we have. Is hope for blue off of sky with a brown storm active. That or triple brown from sky. We actually got it! We actually got it! Well then, I'll take it. Take what we can get. And we definitely got it. Okay, a bit of a bad board here. Never mind, we have fixed it by random cascade. What's even going on? Also, I just was realizing we're not actually getting any bad gargoyles. What a strange battle. I'll take it. Worst comes to worst, we'll keep clicking Stone Slicer until we win. Spoilers, it's actually a Stone Slicer team, not a Zenith team. In all fairness, this isn't like every pure construct team. Okay, there's still one gargoyle gem on the board. Let's try making some more, and then hope we get lucky. We did fail at the getting lucky part, that final time. Ooh, that was a lot of backfire. Ooh, that was a lot of backfire. Alright, maybe we shouldn't try risking it if we don't need to. Because we lost a lot of value there. Luckily it's not in the final fight yet. Should just stick with what works. Casting Stone Slicer until we win. That's how a Zenith team works. Just keep clicking Stone Slicer. It shall be our entire team. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately that missed. Let's see what we get next here. So, he's running Elementals again. We're currently running Magic, right? If you could tell me. Yeah, we're running pure Magic. Okay, just making sure. So he's Beatrix, he has Mistralis. Yeah, I guess our strategy is the same. Just target down hero until we win. Sounds like a plan. Hopefully Zenith doesn't get stunned this time, so we can actually use Zenith properly and not completely miss and kill our first lock. That was also stunned. Alright, so he landed freeze on our last slot there, which is flash freeze. We landed bless on one of ours though, oddly enough, which is kind of funny. I'm just gonna clear the board. Oh, what does he have? He only has purple to green, which we kind of need purple on the board, but we should be fine. We already got a kill somehow, which is great to see. Gotta keep in mind what we're frozen on to make sure we don't accidentally mess up somewheres here. We'll put that on Fairy Fire. I don't have a follow-up here. Our follow-up's kind of Zenith. I don't want to risk a Zenith here. So we kill this out all the way. We just got cleanse on freeze, so we're in a pretty good position now. We basically spam things until we win. So we throw that down. We then take a couple extra turns just to kind of get things set up. And then we throw down the gargoyle. I mean the thing. And then we throw down the gargoyle. And then we win. I just throw like a slicer in them. And he's dead. Easy as that. Yeah, this team's not bad. I'm not sure if it's doing good because like it's not Zenith being the reason why this is being good though. But, you know, he's kind of holding down the line. He's definitely assisting. This is mostly the Stone Slicer being broken. Stone Slicer has always been kind of good. The main reason it didn't see much usage is because we didn't have 50% Mana Star for Construct or a Construct Hero class. Now we have both in the same thing. And this is the fact it can feed back into itself, particularly off of purple, makes it kind of decent. Anyways, another Elementalist team. We're still stuck on Pure Magic, so I guess we shall continue with Pure Magic. It hasn't failed us yet, so we shall keep doing it. There's Flash Freeze. Wait, he didn't Flash Freeze us? Why on earth are you not using Flash Freeze? Well, thank you for the free win. Or at least in theory. In practice, we could still very much lose. Oh, in theory, he literally just handed us the freest win ever. As long as we don't fail somewhere. Oh, so that extra magic's actually doing work on that Stone Slicer. Given that it's pretty much the only thing we keep clicking. It's been doing pretty well. Having a little bit extra magic there. That's a lot, Doomskull. That's a decent board to go through this on. I probably should have aimed at the Fairy Fire one, doesn't matter much. Since we already targeted him, might as well kill him out all the way. Get a little bit more setup. I probably should have double checked for extra turns first. I don't think it matters though, and that kills him and we win. Oh no, it's not bad. This team's actually kind of doing really good. It is surprisingly doing really, really good. Oh, here's the true test. Can it resist life and death? With the Weaver. First things first, do you have Stealthy? What's kind of funny is the answer is almost no. He's exactly level 40, which is the lowest level Weaver you can have to still have Stealthy. That's really funny. He literally got Weaver to 40 just to have Stealthy, I'm pretty sure. Unfortunately, that does make him really resistant to our Stone Slicer method. However, one way to deal with life and death is to damage burst it, and we can actually do that off of Zenith. So we can kill his first 2 slots and then set up into burst, and he's pretty much good to go. So he has green to purple, which oddly enough helps us a lot. The only problem is I cannot deny his ability to function. Meaning he's going to get a lot of value there, and I don't believe I can stop it all. I really want to take purple here, because if I don't, I could have a problem. Alternatively, I can take green over there. But then we don't have any follow-ups, the only problem with that. I can actually take yellow over here, and that's going to deny him enough that he actually gets no value. I think that's actually our best bet, oddly enough. He's going to green to purple, but we could do this to deny him. Oh wait, did he still actually turn there? No! Okay, I miscalculated it. Okay. Well, let's just take a little bit of purple. He's going to life and death us. It's fine. It doesn't actually kill. He'll get skull distracted. Okay, we can still easily win this. We just need to get unwebbed. Unfortunately, I did not set Orphans. I was not expecting the web to be that big of a threat. And it has become the biggest threat. We'll let him skull poke us again. That death mark is actually probably the more concerning thing. He's just randomly dying to death mark. Alright, let me go throw this down just so we can get some stats on him. Maybe get some defense for ourselves. Really decent amount of value there. Unfortunately, nothing we can actually follow up with. So we'll go for the board clear again. Of course, we still have those gargoyle gems randomly falling from the sky for the rest of this week. That's still a factor we have for all this Guild War, actually. First time we really got to see much of it there. So we're going to take this down. He can't actually follow up in any way on this following turn due to the mana drain nerf on Life and Death from the other year. So we're in an okay position. The only problem is Stone Slicer is currently incapable of completely soloing his entire team due to current condition. Let's see. We got 2 bad Gargoyle Gems there. We could risk a... what is that? 11 Doomskull creation. However, I'd rather clear the board and hope we get lucky off of something here. We did not quite get lucky. He gets the kill there. We still have our Slicer. The only problem with that, though, is we're losing our team that we need for it to do gem spawns. Okay, so we do have our Slicer ready to go now. The only problem is we will be doing slightly less gem spawn, meaning the chance of it actually missing is drastically higher now. Meaning we might end up dying to this life and death. Because we don't actually have any resummon or anything. So that can end up posing to be a bit problematic. If this guy could just not die to death mark, we'll be good. Okay, that's fine. We could work with that. So he still has his ability to spam that status effect. I actually don't want to go for it quite yet. I kind of just want to keep poking him for now. Until we get to a slightly better position. Oh yeah, we still have to worry about that, didn't we? Okay, this is still winnable, though much less so now. Life and Death Weaver, kind of just doing Life and Death Weaver stuff when you fall behind it, which is very devastating. We can still get some Stone Slicer value here, but he's probably going to completely obliterate us before then, and I think we lose. Kinda loose. Yep, that's pretty much Life and Death Weaver in a nutshell. It's hard when you're using a team that's not made to deal with it. Because then it becomes pretty much unkillable. Which is about where it's at right now. Oh, let's see. I'm pretty sure we lose this. Still have to play it out though. If only we had assassin class. A 10% insta-kill. It would eventually... Oh yeah, we're definitely not winning this. There's like a billion resets. Probably should probably scold there though. Like, we just really don't have any options, so I might as well just let him kill us at this point. The problem is, even me trying to let him kill us is being very inefficient right now. To enough a degree where I guess we start winning again. Oh, what do we need here? Oh, you kind of just wanted him to skull us quicker. But then we keep getting value, and it's like, maybe we can't. But no, the Zenith team tried. Tried its best. But we will die to like 1,000 HP life and death. As is common. Let's see. We'll take that out. Oh, we're now in a position where we could start winning if we truly had enough luck. But it is exceedingly unlikely. Especially if it keeps doing that. Let's let it kill us at this point. Somehow our hero keeps holding on. Even though I'm not even trying to let it hold on. Just kind of keeps doing it. Imagine if this hero class actually had that 7% insta-kill thing. If we just kept killing them, we'd eventually get lucky enough that we'd just win off of 7%. Because enough kills would have been cycled that it would eventually get it. I really wish a lot more of these 7% hero classes were more viable. A lot of them generally aren't used like at all. Besides from Thief. Like most of the other ones don't get used that much. Finally, gosh, took him long enough. Alright, let's do this one more time. I did pretty much what I... Oh, never mind, that was the last battle. Okay, so honestly, that was pretty good scoring. It was on track for like 9,400 if we didn't lose there. It's not bad. Anything over 8,000 with one loss, actually kind of solid. But yeah, I did okay. Though I would definitely never use that going forward as my Purple Guild Wars team. There's too many good purple options to go with Zenith. Like, you have to build too much into Zenith to bother going all in. But it was fun. We got to mess with Zenith. We will be doing it on Brown Day as well. Brown Day, I believe, is this Saturday. But those will be the 2 days we mess with Geomancer for the fun of it. Actually, no, that is this Thursday, actually. So the other T-named weekday. But yeah, that'll be this Thursday then. We'll mess with the Geomancer once again. And then we'll have a normal one for the other 4 days. But I'm not going to be replacing my team with it. I just got to see what they could do. Have some fun with it, just mess around. Anyways, let's go clear out some of the other dailies. Then we'll go hand out a code, and I guess we'll be focusing on the faction because it doesn't look like we're getting a patch. Not today, which means almost guarantee next week's Tuesday. I see a distinct lack of patch in the patch notes section, which means next week's Tuesday, almost guarantee a patch. But we'll have to wait till then. I just realized I'm very much using the wrong team right now. Oh well, we're already in the battle, might as well finish this one. Wrong team. That's Purple Guild War. Or testing Purple Guild War for Xena. Overall, it wasn't horrible. But it definitely has its flaws. A lot of flaws. A very long list of flaws. Honestly, Web was more annoying than Freeze. I was definitely expecting Freeze to be more of an issue. But Web was actually the bigger issue in those battles, which was not something I was accounting for. Which, if we had Orpheus, could probably helped a little. Can't do anything with 12 magic if it's zeroed out to nothing. Hello, Chad. Hello, Clipom. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Jason. Let's have a nice hello, too. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. By the numbers for Guild Wars, how are we faring? A keeper of the math? Oh, for what? I'm not sure if that's a joke or something else. Well, we did okay on Guild Wars today. For that specific team, I'm kind of happy with the numbers I got. There's a lot of days on Guild Wars we kind of just mess with whatever. Unless we really want to try hard on one of the weeks. On winning or losing. Well, I sure hope we move up a bracket. Because I think we dropped down to bracket 5. Actually, where are we in Guild War right now? I go check real quick. We are second place in bracket 5. So we're in a pretty safe position, so I can mess around. This is going to be fine. We're in a decently safe spot. Where we don't have to worry too much about it. It looks like we're going to have to wait till next week for the patch. If nothing else, that gives us time to go do the faction event, which is something I sometimes skip if we get a Tuesday patch. Yeah, looks like we're doing it. It's a brown-purple one as well, which means we could bring the Zenith build back. No. No, we could. It's on the table. Actually, which one did I mention for the video? Let's grab that one. I think. Probably like something Thrall Leprechaun related, if I had to guess. There's a lot of ways to build it. Oh, never mind. We have access to brown. It might have just been Guard's Avatar. Because you can run Guard's Avatar, Sir Quan Hadley, something, something. Depending on how you want to run it. Like with Leprechaun and last slot and one other thing. It's probably the team I made. Whenever I make them in the morning like that, I sometimes forget what they even are. Because of how the day-night cycle works. My brain just completely forgets about that time. Let me double check. But if I had to guess, it's probably Leprechaun. It's Hero, Guard's Avatar, Sir Quan Hadley, Leprechaun. In that order. Oh, I actually showed a Chalcedony team. Oh, I'm about to make it into that. Let's see. Guild. No, not guild. Games. Quickly, depths. And we're about to make it Obsidian. I mean, a Guard's Avatar team. So we go Guard. We go a Leprechaun. We go I try not to show the same thing every single week on Monday videos. Try to switch it up here and there when we can. Otherwise, I'd show this almost every single time when it's Rowan's not usable. Otherwise, Rowan. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, Sir Quan Hadley. Sir Q. Sir Q. And then Hero using literally anything in existence. As long as it's not blocking. Anu Scepter. We could. We legitimately could. I said anything. Let's go anything. I haven't used Anu Scepter in a very long time. Is that the most viable thing you could put there? No. Are we going to use it? Yes. That seems fine. +2 brown, +1 yellow. Because we don't care if it minuses purple for the most part. Oh, it'd help if I changed my class though. How about a there's a couple good classes here that could work. I guess just Brownstorm is fine. I'll go like Titan or something. Actually, Geomancer could have kind of worked out too. But what do we need Geomancer specifically for? I guess we'll just go Titan. This Titan has a little bit more of a benefit, I guess, overall. Let's roll that. That seems fine. Clipbomb, I've called you by chat before. Not always, but occasionally. Because generally how I read names, I read like the beginning of it. So like whatever the first like part of the word is, I tend to say. It tends to be the way it goes. Anyways, let me go hand out code. Let's see. 1 second. I'm trying to find my code section. It's hiding on me for whatever reason. 1 moment. Let me see. Let me go grab this. Let me go get you guys this nice shiny code. Where did my code section go? There it is. 1 moment. Hey, there we go. Put that in there, put that in there, put that in there, put that in there. Refresh the whole thing, put that in there. And here you guys go. Here is the good old redeem code. Use it on gemsofwar.com after the game code section. Enjoy, everyone. And it starts with yes. Well, technically, YE6. Close enough. That's basically yes. So why did I choose Interceptor? I just did it as a joke. It's a very funnily named scepter. If you remove the apostrophe. I think the funnier thing is they didn't notice it. And then they kind of just kept it like that. Why did I do that? We already had auto win there. One down, multiple to go. Then we'll go clear out the other events. Yeah, this is the last week for quite a few events. For the campaign, for the kingdom, with those crowns. As well as our last week before next patch, most likely. Or we get the Dragon's Path. What on earth that does, I have not the slightest clue, but we'll find out soon. Unless we already found out. Oh no, have they posted it yet? I would assume there's no patch today. Their website would say such. Yeah, it seems like no patch. Until next Tuesday. It's almost guaranteed next Tuesday at this point. There's almost no way it's not. Mostly because of how far we know in the files. It's basically until the 28th. Which is 12 days from now. Which is pretty much no time at all. Oh, also, we finally finished the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 today. Not sure when we'll get back to midday streaming. But, it was fun. Gosh, what was our final time? It was like 90 hours. our final time by the time we finished the game. It was actually a surprisingly long game. Comparatively, 4 runs in Fire Emblem 3 Hopes took us, I believe, 55 hours. And 1 run of Triangle Strategy, I believe, was 50 hours. That game took 90, which is almost double. And not the last butt pun in the game. I still have no clue why I chose Anu Scepter. It seemed like a funny pick, but it has almost no purpose in the current state of the game. The main reason being, at one point, it was the best mana accumulating weapon in the game. Now it is exceedingly far from even being a half-decent one. Like, the power creep on mana accumulating weapons has gone so high that at one point, despite it being the best mana accumulating weapon and it not being changed since then, it is now one of the worst. And oddly enough, it actually got buffed at one point. It used to not be able to target blue, and I believe it is allowed to target blue now, if I'm not mistaken. We could find out if we ever actually clicked on it. But I know you used to not be able to target blue. I'm not sure if you still can. Let me go check. Let's see, can I target blue? Yeah, they have buffed it to be able to target blue. It used to not be able to target blue back in the day. That was the only buff they ever made to it. But at one point it could not target blue, despite it being blue. They figured it was kind of pointless to have it like that since Tyree could hit green and purple while being green and purple. They were like, yeah, we should probably go buff it. Fix that. How do you boost your chest so high? For what? At the end? It's mostly from the extra loot at the kingdom, or from the faction. So what are we doing right now? Depths of Obsidian Depths. Where on earth is this kingdom? So Obsidian Depths. We have its treasure hoard upgraded, and we have quality 10. What quality 10 does is it gives you +3 delve chest level, and that's probably where a good majority of that guy is coming from. Because when you have it all the way at 1, you have 0. It doesn't even get +1 until, what, 4? Yeah, 4. But basically, just by upgrading your treasure hoard, you get up to 3 additional levels on the chest at the end. So that's the main thing that's making it go higher. Actually, pretty much the only thing that's making it go higher. Everything else is just a normal delve. And that's applicable to whatever the faction is. This one happens to be Obsidian Depths. So that's the one that it checks. And it applies even through the faction. So even though this is just an event, it still applies based on your faction bonus. Same as your stat bonus. But unfortunately, those underworld chests don't really have too much. When you're progressing through the game, they're pretty good, particularly for legendary and mythic ingots, as well as just for their main currency of cursed runes, or not cursed runes, for chaos shards, I mean. But beyond that, the only thing they're really used for is chaos shards. Like, once you have all the legendary mythic ingots you're ever going to need, they're really just for chaos shards. And I wish they would have more of a purpose. Not chaos shards, but, you know, like the actual loot within them. I'm actually surprised when they did the Deep Delve edition that they didn't, like, rework some of the chest loot. Because it's a little bit dated. There's a lot of, like, newer resources they could be added to. Because that mechanic came out in version 3.0. We are going to be in version 6.5 in, like, a week. And they haven't actually ever tweaked the contents of their drops. The chests themselves at the end of the delve. Which I'm really surprised Deep Delves did not end up addressing. It's one of a few things that was kind of weird that it didn't address. The other one is being upgrading treasure. Being able to upgrade treasure would be very, very useful. As you tend to get way too much of the smaller treasure that just piles up and does nothing due to how much gold it would cost to use it all. Whereas if it was actually upgradable in a decent way, you could actually do something with it. Like those bags, for example, that we just saw in that battle. A lot of people have way too many than they could ever use, like tens of thousands of them, definitely at least thousands, if nothing else. And they kind of sit there doing nothing, because to have the gold to spend that much is not viable. Just not worth enough points. Because beyond like level 10 or 20 on a delve, you pretty much should never ever use the bags. They just cost too much to use at that point. If anyone has any other questions or anyone want to go over, do let me know. Make sure to go over it all. Otherwise, we're mostly just clearing out every event that we have this week. Because we're pretty much done with World Event as well. We're going to poke that, and once we do, we should pretty much just have it done. Because we have someone going for RimWorld for it this week. It's almost already there. And of course we'll be doing Guild War every single week. So I kind of want to have those done just so we can focus more on Guild War as well. Especially since we're going to be using some gimmicky teams, so I want the other days to be a little bit more focused on trying to win. When is the next possible time that Ubestead would be in the Soul Forge? And Medusa? Medusa will be a couple months from now. Like, it's definitely going to be next year. Like it's going to be early next year for Medusa. As far as the Ubestead, I can't remember if he happened to cycle yet or not. If he hasn't, he could be in the next like month or two. Otherwise, it's probably right before the end of this year. But he's definitely almost guaranteed happening before the end of this year. Medusa, however, is probably like super early next year. It depends where the cycle runs. You mentioned 50% off runes. Is that with buying the weekly event glory troop? Oh, basically, whenever there is an epic troop available on a given week, it only costs you effectively 200 glory each instead of 300 glory, because the pack itself costs 400 glory, but you get 2 of them. So generally you get better arcane value, specifically whenever there's an epic there. That's only applicable if there's an epic. I believe there's a rare there this week, so that's not applicable. But whenever there's specifically... Oh, also there's 10 spoils of war here every single week. Always good to get that. Basically 10 free event keys. But basically what I mean is, this is what it normally is. Whenever it's like a rare or ultra rare or something similar, it costs 300 glory to get 1 arcane. But whenever it's an epic, it gives you 2 arcanes for 400 glory, which effectively is 200 glory each, which is 100 glory cheaper than the normal cost there. And that's generally what I mean when I mention that. It's mostly just to get the arcanes cheaper. As you're progressing through the game, it's a good way to stock up on arcanes, because you normally want to stock up when there's a epic there, not when there's an ultra rare. If you really need the arcane, obviously you still go for it when there's an ultra rare there, or you know, for when there's a not epic there. But when there is an epic there, it's generally a good time to stock up if you have some surplus on glory, which vault events will normally do, since vault events give a lot of resources, particularly the highest rate of glory available in the game. Next vault event's a couple weeks away though. We just had one like what, 2 weeks ago? Still got a little while to the next one. We don't actually have the official date, but I believe it's early September. Early mid-September. Am I missing an arm, or do I have a green screen sleeve? Oh, does it just look like that? Wait, why does my arm look like it's missing? I see what you mean now. Wait, what? That's so weird. I guess because it's so much lower. That's weird. Yeah, it kind of looks like we have no, because of how my left arm is positioned and how my right arm is positioned, it looks like we have no left arm. That's kind of funny. Yeah, there's my left arm. Or technically, almost looks like right. Oh, no, actually, that would be left arm. Yeah, it is kind of funny. It cuts off like perfectly right at the bottom there. If I just lift it up slightly, you can easily see it's there. And 100 shards on the dots. Actually, how many shards do we have these days? Probably way too many. Yeah, 169,000. I'm pretty sure there's some people with like over 1 million reserve. Because I don't do the dailies. I haven't done the dailies for Underworld for like 2 years now. Maybe 3 years? Maybe longer than that. Let's see, 3.0. When did 3.0 come out? Because I think I stopped after like the first several months. I stopped doing the dailies and stuff for it. Mostly because we already had all the kingdoms maxed by that point. Or not all of them, but, you know, most of them. I will still need to think of a Halloween outfit. We've gone as floating head before, it was fun, because we just wore all green. It's like the default of I have no outfit plan. What's up, Gustavo, by the way? I don't think I said hello earlier. Welcome, welcome. So let me go double check the patch website. Nope, still no patch. Yep, it's happening next week. Next week's Tuesday, version 6.5, almost guaranteed. Not 100% guaranteed, but pretty likely. Alright, 2 more to go. We'll have all the rewards for that, at least in theory, unless we get unlucky. It's always like the gamble on if it does or does not save us the 30 gems. Luckily these days, we actually don't have to spend the 30 gems preemptively anymore. The main reason for that is the auto enchant due to the 6.3? 6.2? What was that again? I actually already forgot. Well, when we ended up getting the potion effects from Underworld triggering for the Tuesday events, we no longer needed to spend the 30 gems. It's only required if you happen to not get enough points, which a lot of factions that will happen for. But there are some in the occasional luck where you get high enough rolls where you actually have all the points already by the time you hit it. And sometimes you need the extra sigil still. It does last a little bit of points, like when you're 1,000 short. Which happens pretty often. But not always, and then you save 30 gems when it doesn't. Which isn't that much savings, but you know. It helps. If nothing else, spending that 30 gems is the cheapest one treasure roll you can ever get. 30 gems for a treasure. It's not really that worth it as an exchange rate, but you need to anyways. It's not that bad a value. It's definitely worth it to get that extra loot, that's for sure. If you already went that far with it, going an extra 30 gems to get an orb is definitely worth it. I'd probably value a random orb at about 100 gems. Like one single random small red orb. Mostly because a blue's worth about 500, a purple's worth, what, 135? So that comes out to about 100 then. Technically slightly less than that if we really look at it. I think it's maybe close to 75 gems. But 75 still more than 30. So have we cast Anu Scepters a single time other than to show what it did? I don't think we have. It was never there to really be used though. It was basically there to exist. I mostly just need hero. So we have Brownstorm. We don't need Brownstorm, but it helps a little. Are you going for rank or just finishing for rewards? Oh no, I just go for rewards. We haven't actually gone for any leaderboard for a very, very long time. Not counting, you know, just like the natural Guild War leaderboard. As far as like actual leaderboards in the game, we have not gone for one for years. I don't even know the exact amount of time. It's been a very long time. It's normally not worth it unless you really want power orbs. So we're kind of in a position where we don't really need more power orbs. At least not at the moment with the current economy of the game. There's really only two things to spend power orbs on, Zugaf and Enrage Karandera. It seemed like they were going to add more ways to use them, and to this day they still haven't. It's kind of surprising, because they made it easier to get them in a little bit in the past. They put a 1% chance that major orbs will give a power. Yet since then, when they did that about a year and a half ago, they still have not added any additional ways to use power orbs, which is very surprising. Still something rather confusing, because they basically buffed it and then added no way to use them, or no additional ways to use them. These are very bad value to actually use for their main intended purpose. Using it to max out our troop is very bad value compared to just using the smaller orbs to do the same. Did you cover Guild War teams for tomorrow yet? I have not. What Guild War color day is it? Yeah, sometimes we go over them. Sometimes we don't. However, peek at it real quick. Let me see, what is tomorrow's Guild War? Tomorrow is the Guild War color day of green. If I had to guess, it's something with Weaver. Guild War green. It is literally Weaver. Yeah, it's Essence, Beatrix, Weaver, Leprechaun. That seems fine. Cast Leprechaun, cast Essence of Evil, spam Beatrix until you win. Arachne Weaver does this thing. The only slight issue with this team is it doesn't use any brown while having a brown mana accumulator. However, it does still utilize brown, because every time you take brown, you get barrier on hero because of Elementalist. So it's still utilizing brown, it's just not mana accumulating off of brown. It's still using brown for something, it's just not using it for mana. They try to make every currency a dead currency, pretty much. They're really good at it. I don't understand how almost every free-to-play game in existence managed to do that, though. Nearly every free-to-play game I've seen has made dead currencies. Like, they have a higher number of dead currencies than usable currencies. No, we're 1,000 short. Like I was saying earlier, fine, we'll throw down the 30. And we got our little treasure with everything else. And just to do like 2 battles. Have you crafted a second Zugaf? Yes. I have crafted 2 Zugafs. Though I do only have one in Rage Karandera, though I really don't need more than one. There's almost... Actually, there's not... Almost. There's literally no context you would ever run double Enrage Karandera. There are, however, a few instances where you'd run double Zugaf. I don't care for those instances, because most of them are centered around Centurion and a few other gimmicky stuffs. But, Yeah, double Zoogoth is viable. Double Enraged Carandera, not so much. I'm not a fan of double Zoogoth though. Like, it's not bad, I just prefer not running double Zoogoth. Like, I'd rather just give more mana accumulation to my single Zoogoth than double it up. And there we go. All that for our 2 orbs and a Volky. Still really good loot though. Yeah, I got a purple from it. All was well. And that was our second one too, so that's the one we spent 30 gems for technically. Let's go claim our tribute and finish out the few other things we need to go do. The main one being, we still need to go get the crowns. I only got 2 crowns while I was doing the video. We covered Medusa earlier today, which I didn't even see how the video was doing because we were streaming the entire rest of the day doing Xenoblade Chronicles 3, finishing out that game. However, yeah, we did cover a video on the campaign Mythic, the one that came out last week's Monday, or technically this week's Monday, depending on how you look at it. But yeah, she's okay. She's a curse stunner. Situational utility troop. Anyways, let's go get the rest of the crowns. So we got like 2 of them while we're messing with that video. However, we still need the other 8. Let's get them real quick with some dust level quick kill. Actually, yeah, we can go with the super quick kill one. There shouldn't be anything that really gets in the way for the most part. You have 4 Zoogoths, hence the joke. I know you have 4 Zoogoths. Enough to craft probably like another 400 nuts. Probably enough to craft another 20 something. Which maybe not that many. You have enough to craft like another dozen. Which is still a lot. Oh, he's got double Zeniths. Imagine if he got all 10 Zeniths in a row. I wonder what the odds are on that. I think the most I ever got in a row was like 5 or 6. Our streak right there ended at 2. Hello, Paul. You have the Kingdom Pass question. You're at 38 of 50. Are they capped per day? Or am I just behind? Yes, they are capped per day. You can get 10 crowns per day. Which would be 2 tiers per day. Which means, how many more days do we have? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's 5 days, 10 tiers. You'd be able to get to 48, then would have to spend 200 gems to get the final stretch. So you're currently past the point where you could do it 100% for free. So if you already bought the pass, 200 gems or a few hundred gems to finish it out isn't that big a deal. You can get up to 10 crowns per day, but they're capped at 10 crowns per day. But you can infinitely spend 100 gems to skip a tier, which if you're only a few tiers short is worthwhile. I wouldn't bother doing it for all 12 of those because you can still get 10 of those for free. But whatever you're short of by like Saturday or Sunday, you might just want to use gems for to get the rest. Because at this point, the furthest you can get for free is 48. Because there's only 10 crowns left. Unless you didn't get the ones today, in which case you can actually get exactly 50. If you do it today and every other rest of the day until Sunday. If you have to be short, you can just store gems on it on Saturday or Sunday then. Because Sunday's the last day to finish out the pass. Yeah, so Turigan's really good for Zoogoth build. I'm just not a fan of it. But it's really good for double Zoogoth. It's pretty much one of the only viable ways to even run double Zoogoth. Is using Saturnian. Like, it's almost required for a double Zoogoth team to function. Because it's pretty much this whole gimmick. Is like, get some kind of mana accumulation initially, and then go all in on Centurion to feed double Zoogoth. And then Zoogoth casting feeds, allows Centurion to feed back into double Zoogoth. And they basically just win that way by spamming it. How many more do we need? We just got a lot of them. We need only 1 more. Wow, that was quick. We just went from needing 8 to 1 in like no time at all. Yeah, let's go find that last one. And then we'll probably mess with World Event the rest of the time. I think we only have 4 battles, so that shouldn't take too long. Technically, it's closer to 8 with the Battle Ravens. Let's go find this last little guy, and then we'll go clear out World Event. Because I think that's the last time we'll need to mess with this week. Because the guild grinded it pretty well, and by the guild I mean El Loco going for leaderboard. I think he's like 5th or 6th place on PC Mobile leaderboard. And he kind of carried the guild's points. I think Isabel's in 2nd as well. Not 2nd on leaderboard, but you know, 2nd in the guild. I got a gnome, not exactly what we're looking for here, but I'll take it. Use hero because you're still leveling hero. Yeah, generally if you still need to level up hero, you tend to slide it into pretty much every team you could ever try to get into. Always good to get that passive EXP. It's something you always have to consider when you don't have all classes max. Just any way you could slot a hero into a team to give it some EXP. There's a lot of heroes that aren't too important if you get it max, but they're still good to eventually get it max. As Kingdom Stars are starting to get pretty high in most locations, and you will eventually need a level 100 hero to 30 star all kingdoms. We're still quite a ways from that, however, it is eventually required. I think the highest level you need for any is like 70 or something, which is basically halfway to 100. Maybe that's how math works. 70 is half of 100, at least with how it's calculated. Exactly half, as far as hero levels are concerned. Also, where on earth is this last one? Why must they always make the last one have such a bad odds? Why can't they all just be even odds? There's been so many glitches with them having it at this higher odds as well. There we go. I mean lower odds, I mean. You know what I mean. It's rarer to find. Yeah, 70 out of 100 is halfway. Kind of like how in RuneScape 93 is halfway to 100. I mean to... Wait, does it go to 99 or 100? I actually don't remember now. Yeah, doesn't it go to 100? Why do I think it's 99? I don't remember now. Gosh, it's been so long. But, yeah, 93 is halfway to max. Despite max being like 7 higher. Anyways, we did that, we did that, we did that, we did that. Okay, let's go finish the last thing we haven't done, which is these medals that we have equipped here. We have these specifically for Mistress of Stone. So this, we basically just take whatever the highest level one is. We're still running the AoE method. I probably should switch out the AoE method. The worst comes to worst, we can just keep clicking Chalcedony until we win. Just pretty much any Chalcedony build in a nutshell. Just if in doubt, just keep clicking her button until you've won the entire match. That's basically how she functions in every situation. I'm gonna actually move that there though, just so we can get some better mana accumulation. Yeah, there was a time in Gems of War where hero was basically never used. Now it's basically the inverse, where you almost never not use hero. Like hero's on essentially every team in existence, especially while you're still trying to level hero classes. But there was a time before hero got buffed a billion times where hero was actually never used. It was almost never the right decision to use on a team. But that was before we got a billion good weapons, and they basically made hero classes have infinite traits, or, you know, had 10 traits compared to 3, and stuff like that. Yeah, there was a small period of time, actually like half a year, where hero was basically obsolete in every possible way, and there's just never any reason to use it. That did not last long, though. Well, another thing that was really funny is there was actually one meta where skulls were so strong that casting was pretty much irrelevant. Where basically anything that wasn't mana accumulation or skull spam was just obsolete. Because skull spam was so broken in a given meta at one point, way back when. Or it was pretty much laughable if you ran like anything that had spell damage. Because of how strong skull damage was at the time. Now it's almost the inverse, oddly enough. Where there's just so many good cast synergies that infinitely spamming casting with spell damage is almost always better than skull damage. There are some exceptions because there's also skull damage teams due to Doom Skulls and stuff like that that can also infinite, which are also funny. That or double converters like Divine Shambolic Poland and a few other examples that can both mana accumulate and do skull spam. As well as just literally any Doom Skull setter, since they just naturally do both, since the Doom Skulls explode. Do I think Chalcedony will get nerfed? No. Do I think it should get nerfed? Probably. Do I think it's actually going to get nerfed? No. Not at all. There's a lot of things in the recent past that seemed like they should have gotten nerfed, and it never did. And it's like, oh, this is the new meta now. Power creep is real. But I'm very sure this is going to be the same thing with Chalcedony. Like, should it probably be tweaked down a little? Probably. Is it going to? Nope. Let's see. Oh, this is pretty accessible, if nothing else. That's good. Yeah, local went for 20,000. Oddly enough, 20,000 is only 7th place. How's 20,000 only 7th place, gosh? You need like 6,000 to make a leaderboard. Which, actually, El Loco's the only one on it, man. He's currently in 7th. He was in 5th earlier. Apparently, he went down a bit after everything else. Anyways, have we finished all the objectives? I believe we have done all the things. Let me set to cleanse medals because I'm going to forget to set it for the thing. Because normally you want that set as your Guild War Defends medal setup. It's just nice having a lot of cleanse. Yeah, I believe we've done pretty much all the events then. And unfortunately, no patch today, but that does mean next week's Tuesday is almost guaranteed going to be a patch then. And then we'll go over it then. We'll have version 6.5 next Tuesday. It's not guaranteed, but it is exceedingly likely at this point. But anyways, guys, any other questions? Otherwise, I believe we will be calling it a wrap here. We will be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. As far as next midday stream, rest of this week, we might not be doing any midday streams, we'll see. However, we just finished the Ability Chronicles 3, and that's the main game I wanted to get finished as of recently. So maybe we'll do something this weekend. But as for the weekdays, probably no midday streams this week. Just our normal Gems of War streams at night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single night, as we always do. I'll mostly be messing around with Guild Wars and whatever else there's. Mostly Guild Wars. Probably setting up for that, seeing what we could do. And we'll be messing with Geomancer again on this Thursday, since that's pretty much the last time we could realistically do it. Also, one other funny thing, we actually have a Geomancer hero class on the day that we're going to be messing with the Geomancer team for the Guild Wars. So that kind of works out quite conveniently, since Geomancer class events also taking place at the exact same time. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for stopping by, as always. Greatly appreciated. We covered a video on Medusa earlier today, if any of you guys want to catch that. And I guess I will catch you guys later. Have a wonderful week. Stay safe out there, and catch you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.